Good morning, everyone. My name is Anjali Begin. I'm from Mauritius. I work as the Executive Director of an LGBT rights organization. This is the very first time that I'm participating in the Other Foundation's peer review workshop, and it has been an amazing experience. I have a background in public law, and I have taught this subject at university level. And after that, I joined an LGBT rights organization where I worked on advocacy and various sensitization campaigns. I also worked a lot on training within the corporate world and how to get businesses to advance LGBT rights. I was in Group E, and the projects that we were given to select were on mass media visibility and on developing LGBTI businesses and workplace issues. So what I was looking for in this group was really to kind of have this discussion going about what are the things that are useful in getting businesses to advance LGBT rights and LGBT inclusion. In terms of mass media visibility, I was looking more for projects that would take into account that to sensitize people, they should be looking at beyond just their usual audience and how to get those people who are not normally interested on LGBTI issues to be interested in whatever content they are going to produce. I think that this peer review process is very important and useful because it kind of gets the perspectives of activists around Africa working on the ground, and you know what are the realities when you have to implement projects related to LGBT rights, what are the obstacles, what are the opportunities, and try to take that into account when selecting grants. So I think it's a very useful process, and it also respects the realities of various organizations and activists around Africa.
My name is Kumbosoko, and I'm a lawyer based in Lilongwe, Malawi. I had the privilege of participating in this year's peer review workshop. My group was looking at grants that had their focus on advocacy law reform, as well as support to LGBTI organizations in these COVID-19 pandemic times. As an advocate, I was obviously looking to be persuaded, and I think that because advocacy is really all about persuasion, I was paying particular attention to the grant applications to see if there was anything in there that could stand out. It's always important to participate in a group. You know, you're dealing with lots and lots of talented folks that are bringing a lot of, their diverse talent to bear on the process.
My name is Mr. Silvia from Mozambique. I'm part of the Equality newspaper. The last time I participated in the peer review process was 2019, and for this year, 2021, most of my experience I think that was to be transparent in this process. When we find different kinds of concept proposal, we have to be clear to understand what the problem is and what the idea they wanted to give the problem. I was in Group E because my relation with the mass media. I work with mass media, and it was important to be part of this work because we have a perspective from different countries, from the This is why I was there in the Group B. So the big issues Eileen they bring for this process, as I said before, is transparency, the honesty, and the discipline. You read exactly what the concept proposal are saying. You think it clearly, you think it openly and objectively for understand what they need and how to contribute to the community.
Hi, this is Martin Kawe from Zambia, and I'm from the Lotus Identity. The last time I participated in the peer review process was in 2017, and I brought my experience in advocacy to that process. This time around, I was in Group D. And what I observed in that group is that in the movement or in the sub-region from where the applications were coming from, there is not much growth in terms of designing or concept notes. People are doing the same things over and over that they've done over the years. And for me, that was a big worry. But others raised the bar, others showed innovation, and we saw quite a number of applications coming from younger people. And the benefits of a peer reviewer participating in this process is that it gives one an insight in the workings of the movement in the region, what activists are thinking about, and trends and any shifts that are happening in the movement. And that inspires you to submit better applications. And also you can take that back home to your own movement so that they're inspired and they can learn some few or new strategies that happen in other
My name
countries.
is Ruben Silongwe. I work with an organization called the Zambia Certificate Alliance, but we're registered as the Key Population Alliance of Zambia. I last participated in the grant peer review process in the year 2015. I was in the religion, tradition, parents, and families thematic group. I was looking specifically for those concept notes that were able to clearly articulate how the advocacy agenda would involve partnerships between the LGBTI communities. One of the benefits of the grant peer review process is that it involves the community using the other foundations' core values and ethos as a community foundation.
Hello, greetings from Botswana. Greetings from Bechuanaland, Republic of Bechuanaland. I am Reverend Dr. Tsenro Jennifer Madikele. That is me, an ordained minister. I'm also a lecturer of practical theology under the Department of Theology and Religious Studies at the University of Botswana. I last participated in the other foundations peer review workshop the year 2021, but I participated in the year 2019, and believe me, every year brings a new experience. I was particularly bringing my skills as an educator, whose field of focus in terms of teaching and research is on human sexuality, especially on LGBTIQ plus issues. I was a member of Group C, and this is the group that was particularly focusing on religion, tradition, parents, and families. That was the thematic area. Yes, and although it has been this training job to some extent, it is also a very exciting process. It is extremely exciting at the same time.